Yes. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi, Anubhav. Welcome to Katphree. Just wanted to know a bit about your journey experience. I mean, whatever you did during this preparation for CAT, and how did you secure a place in SP Jain? Just start briefly about telling yourself.
So, sir, I am Anubhav Roy. I did my schooling and graduation from Calcutta. I graduated from Jadavpur University in the Department of Construction Engineering, where I stood second. After that, I got secured a job at CS Associates as a data analyst, and since then I've been working for like 2 years now. And after that, I appeared for CAT, and eventually I got some good colleges and calls from some good colleges, and SPJMR turned out to be the best for me, and I appeared for the interviews, and I eventually got selected for the finance program at SPJMR.
Okay, fine. So, what was the interview preparation? Let's talk about your journey, your overall preparation for CAT. So, how did you approach it? What was the strategy? And in between, were there any changes as such?
Yes, so sir, I did appear once previously, where my
Mm.
percentile didn't come up to good extent that I get calls from even some of the new IMs, new of the PBIMs. So what I realized was that I needed some proper guidance and mentorship, basis on which I can build on my current expertise level.
Okay.
So I was searching around various coaching institutions, which one to join or which one to enroll myself in, and but everyone was following a very niche way of preparing students, going chapter by chapter, but
Mhm.
that is not how the way CAT works. As for example, in DILR, as I can say, there are, if you go to a coaching institute, they teach like linear arrangement, circular arrangement, but this is not how CAT works. CAT will give a set that contains multiple concepts together, and
Yes.
you
Yes.
need to get prepared to such type of scenarios. So then I came across Katphree. In Katphree, I was very highly impressed by Amit sir's profile and the coaching he was offering at such affordable rates. I was initially a bit skeptical. Okay, this is not someone very well heard of coaching, but
Mhm.
let's give it a try. So I joined a bit late, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot from Amit
Okay.
sir, from regular classes to a lot of DILR sets, VRC questions, mocks, live discussion, and he was someone who
Yes.
was very approachable, and you can reach out to him any time of the day, and he would give you a reply, and he will keep on constantly motivating you to push you towards the boundary. So that's how I appeared for CAT, and I did decently well there. After that, I received some calls, and I even took his mentorship for the GTPA preparation, and the entire CAT free team consists of Rishabh sir, you all took my interview sessions, and these interview sessions were very helpful. These basically prepared myself for a landing zone where I can actually hit the deck. And some of the questions, I would say, sir, in some of the interviews were even common than what was eventually asked in the mock sessions, and
That's great.
it actually motivated me that okay, I'm doing well, the feedbacks, and I was incorporating the feedbacks that I received from the mock interview sessions. I tried to incorporate them and eventually tried to deliver them, and which is probably yielding positive results as of now. So so far I have received call the interview convert from SPJMR Finance, and I'm looking forward for the MBA journey there.
Okay. So first of all, congratulations on getting the SPJMR converted,
Thank you so
and
much.
I hope you have a successful career if you do join.
Thank you so
And
much.
also, would like to know from you that I mean, what are the challenges you faced in these 2 years of journey? As you earlier said, you earlier appeared for CAT also, but could not get enough marks to land a good college. Then you appeared later again, and CAT free also played a bit of pivotal journey at the end, I would say.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so how would you help your fellow students, the juniors or the people who are trying to get into good MBA colleges and they're struggling in preparation a bit? So what is your perspective? Like, how would you change your strategy? I mean, depending on what kind of scenario you faced earlier.
Let's bring about the perspective of a student who is starting from scratch. So what I would recommend him or her is to first appear for a mock and check his current benchmark levels of how much can he eventually perform with no preparation. Based on that, he can have a certain estimate of which are the sections he needs to put extra emphasis on. And slowly but steadily, you can start going through some of the previous year's papers and start getting accustomed to the mock pattern or the examination pattern. What are the type of questions that are being asked? What is the
Mhm.
more or less the syllabus for the quant section, and starts preparing on their own. So once they get like 2-3 months of self mode preparation, they get a very clear hang of the examination, and then they can start getting into the mock phase. Giving mocks and analyzing them, I think, is the most crucial aspect of any CAT preparation journey of any
Agreed.
successful candidate. So cat free helped me a lot because they were finding very hand-picked, curated questions for me, curated sets
Okay.
for me, which eventually helped me um, in not moving around here and there looking for questions or preparing for question banks here there. They used to discuss mocks questions from almost most of the leading coaching institutions. They used to give us a set of detailed worksheets where Amit sir used to discuss each and every questions, and you had the opportunity to discuss any particular question in class. And this eventually, over a long period of time, like day in day out, like every day when you are doing it on a consistent basis, it overall improves your aptitude and the competency levels. So this is how
Yes.
it helped me. And someone like Amit sir, who have written CAT multiple times and have secured 100%, it's very good to have a perspective about how a topper like him appears a test, how he attempts a test in an examination scenario. So that actually helped me, and I tried to emulate his strategies into the mock examination. Although I didn't was able to execute to his level, but it definitely did improve my mock taking ability and the
Mm.
confidence about going into the exam and solving the number of questions that I wanted to. And that's how the entire preparation journey was. So mocks was very important. Amit sir's guidance and the work sheets and the discussions, the motivations was also very helpful. Eventually, he also, in the meanwhile, in the classes, he used to discuss about his journey in IIM Ahmedabad. How's the work scenario there? What are the things you should prepare? What are the things you must expect from an MBA journey? How you should plan your career trajectory. He used to give guidance on each of these sessions. So
Great to
overall,
hear.
it was a very motivating session. The CAT
Great to hear.
preparation journey.
Great to hear.
The next aspect, sir, was the GDPI prep. So GDPI prep, he started discussing the basic theories about marketing, finance, economics, operation, supply chain. Gave a detailed, brief understanding about what these individual topics are. Gives sections on that, and then they started discussing the current affairs questions that are there. Try to intricately analyze the happenings, global news, or the events that are happening around, and used to take mock interviews. And the mock interviews was countless mock interviews that I gave, and that eventually was very instrumental, including the one that I have given to you. So thank you so much, sir, for all the
Great to hear.
help and guidance.
Great to hear about journey and work, and I think it will be a source of guidance and inspiration for a lot of people looking to prepare for CAT. And if they are looking to take guidance from Katphree, then I think they'll be more than happy to listen to your journey.
Sure, sir. I
And
mean, I definitely recommend Catfree to the aspirants if they are looking for some really quality content and some mentorship for Cat. Catfree is the place to be. Catfree is the place to be.
okay. So moving forward, would want to know from you that how did you manage, your job? As you had mentioned to me earlier offline, that was a lot of pressure at there is a bit of hectic schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you, convince yourself that I would be able to allocate enough time and able to do enough self-analysis to be able to get to that level so that I can secure enough marks and get into interviews and all. So how did you go and you go about figuring out a way around your job and your busy schedule?
When I joined ZS Associates, the workload was not that much, but as I progressed in my role, the workload started increasing, building upon that, and eventually, what I realized was that to progress in my corporate career, I probably need an MBA to back my current credentials, because I come from a civil engineering background. My grandfather and father both are from civil engineers. Then I made it into ZS Associates consulting field, but I still felt that there was some sort of a credential gap that is existing in me, and MBA would definitely boost me up. So it was around, some would say around July, August. Probably I made up my mind that, see, I have to give CAT very dedicatedly and secure a top place in some of the top B schools in the country. So it used to be hectic, sir. Most of the time,
Mhm.
the work hours used to be ranging between 12 to 14 hours, and
Mhm.
most of the time, what I got time was during the weekends, where I used to prepare for like 5-6 hours, try to appear in mocks, analyze them, and in the week and during the weekdays, if I manage to get some time, so 1 or 2 hours, I try to manage here and there, and try to just so that the consistency is not broken. I try to maintain that the consistency in
Okay.
each of the sections was maintained. And occasionally I developed habit of some reading, reading some
That's
articles,
great.
reading, because I was as not someone who was very habituated with reading books and stuff, but I felt like reading would definitely help me, and Amit sir was sending me curated articles and everything, so that was something I forced myself to think, you have to read, padna padega, pad ke, you,
Yeah.
you will.
So also I just want to know where did you find the time from? ठीक है, day job you had already, and you would be dedicated some time to your job, and trying to get work done, or let's say plan for the day ahead. So I mean, how did you find that enough time to read and do all those preparation things?
Sir, mainly I used to. My office used to begin from 10:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up somewhere around 6:30, quarter to 7, and from that I studied till 9:30. Then I used to get ready,
Great.
go to office. By 10:30 the office started, and I usually came home somewhere around 9:30, 10. But still, work was there in progress. You had to work from
Mm-hmm.
home after that, and when the work got over by say somewhat around 11, 12, I used to take like 1 minute 1 hour break. I used to take a short nap and then prepare for like say 1.5 hours. That's more or less the journey for like 3 months. And during the
Great to
week
hear.
and during the weekends, I tried to, because I had most of the time free, and in ZS Associates it's almost like a no call policy or no intervention policy during the weekdays. So that's definitely very helpful, and I try to capitalize on that. And
Okay.
I did made it a point to visit in and around Delhi, so that I am not too much bogged down by the
Yes. Yes.
examination pressure and everything. So I did uh, move around Delhi at times, visiting places, so that I have a proper mindset, and don't get bogged down by the situation.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's very important. See, a lot of people don't understand this, and a lot of candidates. To even to have the consistency, you have to sometimes detach yourself from the process.
Yes.
Have a bird's eye view, eagle vision from afar, so that I mean, you can just see where do you stand, and just have a reflection on yourself, that where are you going, how can you be better, or plan better, and in the process just try just refreshing your mind, and getting everything reset to zero and starting again. So absolutely, delighted to hear about your journey, and I do wish you all the best. And I mean, is there anything you want to add for upcoming students, or any guidance or any such, or whatever you want to say?
I would say so. If there is no point in considering CAT a very tough exam, it's definitely crackable. If I could crack it, definitely anyone else who is appearing for the CAT preparation can crack it. What is needed is a consistency in the preparation. You need to do this the entire process every day. Every day, you
Yes.
cannot
Yes.
have situations like I'm studying for 15 hours a day, then I'm skipping it for 4 days, then again I'm resuming back on where I left behind. This is not going to
Yes.
happen. You need to
Absolutely.
have a consistent basis, even if it's for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, whatever the thing is. You need to keep it consistent. The more consistent you are, the better the results it's going to yield for you.
Yeah, and what about the self-analysis? The last point. You told me a bit about self-analysis, and that is very important. Whether
Yes.
you give a mocks, whether preparing for any topics. So, how did you go about, self-analyzing yourself, and then getting to a point that you knew basically what kind of next steps I want to do, to improve your.
So for that, I used to maintain a notebook where I used to just
Mhm.
mention down the question numbers.
Mhm.
Like for quant, say in a particular mock say mock 7, I used to write mock 7 question number, say 15 is the question from probability, and I couldn't solve it. So I used to refer back to this to the notebook
Okay.
again and again, and you should follow back on the mock question that's there on the dashboard, and see if I could solve the question, say 1 month or 2 months down the line. If I'm able to solve it, I'm able to I have gathered the concept.
Fine.
Else, I need to revise that topic. And I used to just make a short note about what is the type of error that I made, whether it is a conceptual error, what's a calculation error, or a judgment error. And if I had, say, conceptual errors, I wanted to revisit that particular topic and reanalyze the same. And many a times I did ask Amit sir as well, ki, see sir, this is the question, I attempted it this way, this didn't work out. Please help me how to solve this question in a better fashion, or what am I that I am missing in my current solving process. So he used to give me a very detailed understanding about where you went wrong and how it could be corrected if such a question comes the next time. So this is what
Okay.
I did. So eventually that did help.
Okay, that's great to hear, Bob, and that's it from my side. If there's anything you want to add, or else we'll conclude this interview. No, all the best from for your future. Now, all the best from Ken.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, sir.